Hey guys, I'm just checking in. Some of us are in the middle of a challenge, a fitness challenge. Some of us are in the middle of a job challenge, career challenge, family challenges, and we're facing all kinds of stuff. And it was in my heart just to put this out there because it might reach somebody that might need to hear this. So this is something that I talked about last Wednesday. I'm doing a midweek mindful yoga class on Wednesdays at SoFX. So this is something I talked about. I'm going to just put this out there. This might be just for you. It's about surrendering and what that looks like. So we're going back. March 2018, at the beginning of the COVID shutdowns. I get shut down. SoFX gets shut down. We all do. And Jason built me a flower bed, a huge flower bed in my backyard. And I was just in a really funky headspace, and he just kind of knew what I needed, and even though I didn't know I needed it, he knew it. So I ended up planting hundreds and hundreds of flower seeds and bulbs in that flower bed. So everything shut down, and I needed to do something. I didn't know I needed it. He did. So this little flower bed, once I planted them, this flower bed gave me a reason to jump out of bed every morning and water it and look for any signs of life. After a few weeks and seeing nothing, my patience was wearing thin. Of course, I am wondering, how could I speed this process up, and wondered if there's anything I could do. Like, can I check the seeds? I just need to make sure, are they doing what they need to do? Because it's already been a couple weeks. And just as quickly, I was really thinking like, man, I wish I could just dig and just see, are there little roots popping forward? Like, what's going on? But just as quickly as I was thinking this ridiculous thought, I laughed. I was just like, okay, whatever. I just laughed at myself for thinking something so silly, because I'm like, if I start digging those little seeds, I'd probably really mess them up and either prolong the process or they just suffer and die. But in that, I realized that my natural tendency is to have a plan, work on executing that plan, put in the work, do what I gotta do, and I want to see results. If those results don't come on my timeline, I reevaluate, I make adjustments until I start seeing results. As I stood there watering the dirt patch, waiting for some sign of life, I realized that I have absolutely no control or power over that little seed actually breaking through its shell and growing to a full-grown plant and flower. My job was to give it adequate water, not too much, make sure it receives appropriate amount of sun, and just trust the process and believe that little seed will do what it needs to do, and it will eventually become what it was intended to become. I realized during that time, and even now I'm still having to learn this over and over, that with the shutdowns and the uncertainty of everything, that I had to surrender my natural tendency and instinct to try and control a situation or situations that I really absolutely have no control over. So my question to you is there something going on in your life that has you stressed or overworking or working in overdrive? And the reality is you really don't have control over it. I challenge you to surrender it. Okay, so I've had to learn, and I'm still learning, to really surrender a lot of things and really think about, and then surrendering doesn't mean just giving up and like, what else? I surrender, forget, I give up. But it's just like surrendering that tendency to overwork, to stress, the anxiety, and just trust the process and the journey. And I found this quote. It's called I Surrender. This is what it says. I am learning to live between effort and surrender. I do my best and hope for what I want, but I do not resist the direction of the wind. Through surrender, I move from outer turmoil to inner peace. By letting go of expectations and outcomes, I transform a painful experience into a positive, fruitful endeavor. When fear gets the best of me, I surrender to love. When I release my resistance to love's presence, I am able to receive what I need, what's trying to come into my life for my highest good. Hey, I hope you are having a wonderful afternoon, and I hope I see some of you in the gym this week. Mindfulness Wednesdays, it's at 5:30 on Wednesdays. I'll be talking about all the little gems of wisdom that I have learned, that my garden has taught me, that nature has taught me. See you later.